Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. Students of Reddit, what's a polite way of telling people to fuck off when they ask you for answers to online homework? Didn't do it yet, don't know how to do it yet. I did that as well, act like I'm genuinely confused, then come in the next day and turn it in. If they ask me again, I usually just say I don't know if it's right, so it's probably best not to copy. In engineering, it's a 50-50 whether our professor even understands the question. We had homework. Edit, you guys just doubled my karma in half a day, thanks for that. Didn't do it, was about to ask you. And that's just facts. This is my go-to every time. It's like, oh darn, I haven't done it yet, sorry, when in fact I had already turned it in. I just counter-attack by saying that I also didn't finish and send me the homework when they are done. Works every time. Except if they actually send it to you, you can't give your own in case you get a higher mark. You're digging too much into it. Just say you changed some words and that the teacher is weird. Or say you already did it. For some courses, like math and sciences, I used to be the smart kid. When someone asked me for homework, I was always willing to help, but I would help them like a teacher would, just asking questions and giving hints. It didn't take long before they only asked my help when they were actually stuck. I've always done the same. I'll happily talk through the technique but never just give an answer. Or I'd happily verify with someone. My study group generally give each other the answers, but it's always followed with how we got to that answer. We all learn better by connecting the dots. Shows my grades *, you think I do my homework? Or if you did, would they want to copy off you, lol? My grades are 2, 58, 20, 10, 0, 48. You want to fail? I pretty much barely pass any classes I take. And they end up helping me instead. Believe it or not, some people in my class would still take that. They much rather turn something is than waste time using any bit of their brains to actually get their work done. LMAO. They would prob say something like it's whatever, at least it's something, or some shit like that, haha. Believe it or not, but that's what some therapists actually recommend to help manage time when you have too much to do. Put absolute minimum time / effort into assignments that don't matter. Can you show me what you did so we can compare? Most times this will make them do their own work before helping them, or just simply say I am doing my homework later. A sort of show me yours and I'll show you mine. Are we still talking about homework? Don't respond to their message. Simple but effective. It's a simple spell but quite unbreakable. Fuck off please. I'm surprised this got a wholesome award, lol. He said please. Don't answer their message, wait until after the homework should have been submitted, then message back, oh sorry, I didn't notice. Hope you were able to get it done. Edit, would it be funny if I told you that, actually, I was the kind of person to give answers to friends depending, and that I was just trying to answer UP's question. Some people are getting really heated for not getting someone's cheat sheet. Yeah, I did this once and boy were they mad. Imagine being mad at someone because they didn't do your work for you after not having said that they would do it. Hey, the toe black guy. What was the homework? What kind of research did the teacher want us to do? Check the syllabus for this week. Usually gets the message across real quick. Got that response when I asked my college teacher after I didn't understand what the assignment was asking me to do. Check the syllabus and grading rubric. Bitch, are you just an adult babysitter, because you aren't doing any teaching here? College is just spending thousands of dollars to teach yourself. You had to explain what about the syllabus was confusing, to show that you reviewed it and still didn't get it. Teachers get bombed with questions from people who didn't do the reading. This is so assertive. Much better than sending a dick pic and being like, whoops, sorry dude, that was intended for someone else. The problem with many of these answers is that they leave the door open for your classmate to ask again. No. Is a complete sentence. If this causes them distress, they may not actually consider you their friend in the first place. I do like the idea I saw of offering help. However, I would only do this if I had been friends with them for a while and I knew it wouldn't lead to me being their tutor. Depending on the friend, if we were both in the same class at the same time, I wouldn't mind tutoring them for a small fee, generally snacks. Extra studying for me anyways. The best way to prove that you really know your stuff in a class is to be able to teach it yourself. Yeah, I could see that. Unfortunately, a lot of people take you offering a bit of help as you're going to be their full-time tutor for the foreseeable future. What's in it for me? And if they offer you cocaine? I require 2 cocaines per answer. Actual friend wanna meet up? I can probably walk you through the first few problems. Friendly acquaintance, the answers are in the book, just reread. Happy to chat if you're having trouble. Classmate who has barely ever spoken to me before, sorry dude, I dunno. Classmate I actively dislike, congratulations. You have signed up for goat facts. Did you know there are over 300 different varieties of goats? So basically pretend they are asking for help understanding instead of just straight up asking for answers. If they persist in a blatant can't you just gimme the answer kind of way, I would say that I'm not comfortable with that. If they curse me out, then I am forwarding these messages to Professor so-and-so. Have a good day. IDKY, this isn't the obvious answer to everyone. I get that Reddit loves black and white responses, but there is obviously some nuance to how you handle any interaction with another person. If someone is just straight up asking for answers, then they are just going to keep doing it if you oblige, friend or number. But if they're actually your friend, then your first answer should be more than enough, special circumstances notwithstanding. I would probably edit my response for someone I haven't spoken to and either just say no or make it closer to your acquaintance response but without the offer to chat. Anyway, how does one get you to actively dislike them, and do the goat facts come with goat pictures? Asking for a friend. Can I sign up for goat facts? I'd be more worried about the university's plagiarism policy and at what statements would they consider you complicit if that Yahoo asks the wrong person and they forward it to the professor. 100% this. Recovering plagiarizer here, at least in STEM. Most classes didn't care about the homeworks, or at least didn't try as hard to see the similarities. They knew I would fail the test. Depends on the class for sure, though. No such thing as plagiarism if there's only one right answer. STEM classes. STEM professors will absolutely check for plagiarism in written assignments. People plagiarize journal articles, books, Wikipedia, classmates, etc. all the time. If you mean multiple choice tests, then yeah, it's just regular cheating and not plagiarism. Unless you all copy the wrong answer, that is just so very wrong. BRO. I failed all my classes. Why are you asking me? No you. I am just a BRO and give it to them. Another day I'll be the one who forgot and they will have my back. No need to be a jerk. I honestly don't mind helping people with homework. But the problem is that I'm one of the smartest in most of my classes and people just assume I've done all the online work when I'm still working very hard and start pinging me for answers. It gets really annoying and I haven't said anything cause I don't want to be a jerk, but now it's getting on my nerves. I feel like Loki, you just wrote the perfect answer to your own question. Just tell them you don't want to come off as jerky, but you have too much on your plate already without people constantly asking you for stuff. Want a solution? Just give it to the first person who asks and tell everyone else to go to them. I swear this thread is full of people who weren't given a hard enough time in high school. It's just schoolwork, people. They're not asking to punt your dog past a field goal. And those that do ask are generally your friends anyways, not random people. Eventually you get tired of people asking for the answers. Why should they get the same grade as me when I'm doing all the work? Sure, if they've got an extreme situation where they have zero time to do homework, I don't mind. But most of the time they're just lazy. If your friend continually asks you for the answers because they just didn't want to do it, you tell them to do their homework themselves. High school is one thing. UI is another. This man. Don't know why everyone's so uptight. As the saying goes, today you tomorrow me. The problem in my experience is that the person who asks is generally the person who always asks. There's no exchange back and forth, just someone who comes to expect things from you. One time in post-baccalaureate work I had a guy ask me for the answers to a microbiology assignment. My wife had our first child the night before. I had an organic chemistry test that same day. I was in the Army Reserve as an executive officer getting ready for drill that weekend and had a full-time job. So I said, fuck off, it's not like we were BROs, if I can get it done this week anyone can. I didn't tell him any of the things I had going on. As class started, our professor in front of 300 students announced the birth of my baby and congratulated me, then wished me luck on my chemistry final. The look on that guy's face was worth being rude for a bit. Edit, thank you for the upvote and award. Send them a let me Google that for you link. These answers are all so passive. I'm the keener / smart kid at school, so people are always asking me for answers or even straight up offering to pay for my homework. But I'm not interested in giving people free marks or getting in trouble for plagiarism. It's uncomfortable at first, but just saying sorry, I can't do that, is enough. Those people never ask again, and I can still maintain a positive relationship if we end up in a group project together. This should be at the top. Yes, and if they are rude to you because you say no, then they really don't deserve your help. Exactly. If they ask in person, I say it with an I wish I could, but I can't smile. But that's really all it takes.